Hey guys, how we doing? Just have to do a little follow-up video to my Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees video that I did a few weeks back. Got some comments from a user, and I basically what I ended up doing, I ended up blocking this user because I thought his comments were disrespectful and out of line. And you know, you're gonna come here to this channel and you're gonna comment on videos. You're gonna be respectful. Couple things, this person first off referred to me as young man in one of his first replies, um, and criticized my knowledge of music and so on and so forth. I don't know how that's possible for somebody to do that's never met me in their lifetime and knows nothing about my knowledge of music or the artists I've listened to in my lifetime of nearly 4 decades. So, first off, the young man comment, which was cute. As I've said, I'm just a couple months shy of my 37th birthday, so I've lived nearly 40 years. And here in the United States of America, the average lifespan for a man is approximately 76 to 77 years. Which means I've lived, using that theory, I've lived approximately half of my life, if you use that theory. So, I don't think I qualify as a young man anymore. I think it's more along the lines of a mid-age man. But then again, you have these people, I guess they have to make themselves feel better because they're getting older and they still feel young at heart or whatever. The whole 50's the new 40 and 40's the new 30 and so on and so forth. Well, guys, I am what I am, period. It is what it is. Um, So I think of myself more along the lines as a mid-age man as opposed to a young man. Um, Secondly, this user also took it upon themselves to criticize my knowledge of rock and roll and told me referred to me as ignorant, that some of ABBA's music has rock influences. You know, I don't know. ABBA's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Grand Funk Railroad is not. Who do you guys think is more rock and roll oriented? I think that the answer to that one's easy. How about Thin Lizzy? How about Ted Nugent? You know? How about some of the other ones that aren't in there? None are coming to mind right now because I don't have the stuff in front of me. But the three artists I just mentioned, you know? Now, in that video, I was not critical of ABBA. That was not the intent. I said that I thought of ABBA as a disco band. I've heard all the ABBA music that I need to hear for my entire lifetime. Okay? And I felt that they would be more appropriate for them to be in like a pop Hall of Fame or a disco Hall of Fame. Why do we only have a rock and roll Hall of Fame when there's rap, there's hip hop, there's R&B, there's jazz, there's soul, there's disco music, that kind of stuff, there's pop? These artists deserve to be in their own Hall of Fame. You could fill a disco Hall of Fame. You could fill a pop Hall of Fame and take up an entire state just building a building for the damn thing. All the talent in the rap and hip hop world could easily fill a Hall of Fame with that type of music. So my video was not an attempt to offend ABBA or their fans. So what right did that guy have to come back and criticize me or attack me for simply having a belief and believing that there are other artists more deserving to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And let's start putting some rock and roll in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That is what it is, right? It is about rock, supposed to be about rock and roll music. So anyhow, I wanted to think about it for 24 hours. I wound up blocking this user because I felt their comments were totally inappropriate and disrespectful to, both to me as a man, a human, and as, a lover of rock and roll music, somebody that loves music. I was 2, 3 years old when I knew what, I understood what vinyl records were, and wow, you put this thing on, and this stereo plays sound, and it sounds great, and I enjoy it. As soon as I knew what that was, I was putting Bob Seger's Nine Tonight. My mom had that on vinyl, that great live album that Bob Seger did back in 1981. Um, they had the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, Pink Floyd's The Wall. These are some of the first vinyl records I ever put on a record player as soon as I was old enough to understand and comprehend what they were, and that there was music on them, and that they sounded great. So, I've been a lover of music for a long time. I don't claim to know everything about every artist, but I know what I know. And to call me ignorant and try to belittle me and put me in some sort of group that I no longer consider myself a part of, is just wrong and inappropriate. I think with YouTube, we need to respect one another. Some people have a difference of opinion with me on things. Some people, like with the Beatles albums. I like the Beatles US albums. I've sat back and watched video after video after video where I've watched people pick them apart. I don't go on there and criticize those people. Those people are entitled to their opinion, because you know what? It's their YouTube channel, and if they don't like the US albums, they don't have to like them. I like them. That's my opinion. And somebody has a difference of opinion with me, that doesn't make them bad. But I want to make it clear, the importance of respect for one another. Not just in YouTube, but in the real world. So I'll stop the ranting there. But I wanted to give myself 24 hours, as I read these replies to the post about 24 hours ago, and just address this in a way that was respectful and appropriate. But I did the best thing I thought I could do. I thought the person was totally disrespectful to me. I'm not going to give them a chance to disrespect me again. So I just block them. That happens. I block people. I don't like doing it, but if there's not going to be respect here on this channel for me, I'm not going to put up with disrespect. I hit the block button, and that's it. So anyhow, still waiting on the mail delivery to get here today. I got a CD coming in from Max Webster. Thank you, Larry Graves, for suggesting that in one of your videos on the Canadian Stud Muffin channel. You guys got to check out his channel if you get a chance. Larry also has an ASMR channel for those of you like that. I guess it's those go to sleep videos or whatever, where they talk real soft or whatever. I don't know too much about it. I just I go to sleep and I'm snoring real loud. I conk out. I get up at 1:45 in the morning to do my warehouse work. So I have no problem getting to sleep at night, guys. So I don't know anything about ASMR videos, but Larry has 2 really great channels. Some of the other channels I like, check out me, Mr. Mayo, those of you that like Beatles music. Marv, he's got Beatle Vinyl 85 and the My Vinyl 2 channel. Those are really great channels. Check out Max Arcade. He might be back up doing videos soon. I don't know. I haven't seen an update video from him in a while. Hopefully he gets back up there soon. UXW Bill's channel is real good. Check out CraigTube as well. That guy, he has some stuff on there where he brews his own beer, and then he has another channel where he talks about he's real big into the vinyl community. He hasn't done an update video in a while, but his videos are really great. Those are some of the channels I look at. For those of you car guys, Scotty Kilmer has a really good channel, and then there's another one, I think it's called My Vintage Iron, and then there's another one, TLC Bear. He has a really great channel too. So those are some of the channels I like to watch. So those guys all have great channels, great videos. Check them out. If you get a chance, subscribe. Subscribe to my channel if you like my stuff. It's PC Lover 81's World. You know, sorry for the boring video, guys, but I just wanted to address that stuff. I appreciate you guys, you loyal fans, for tuning in and watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of the day.